All right, everyone, welcome back. It is the Willwood Grand Prix.
And you're riding with our leader.
RVA graphics and wraps. Up front, about 40 seconds over Flying Hawaiians. Door Slammers in third. And we were just talking before we were so rudely interrupted about the strategies that might be playing out in front of us with these teams. In fact, I think Bill was talking.
Yeah, the Door Slammers got penalized. So as they were coming down, we noticed that their driver put down his window net and started loosening his belts. So race control also saw that, and they were issued a 1-minute penalty, along with their almost running out of fuel coming down pit lane. So we have the 47 Firebird. I think it's number 47. Yes. Firebird is just blowing huge smoke down the front straightaway here, out the left side of the car.
That's our 5th place car.
Yeah, they're looking under the passenger side right now. Looks like they may be sending the car back to the paddock. Yep, they're going back to the paddock.
That's bandits.
Yep. As RVA Graphics and Wraps goes across the start-finish line.
It's just been a stellar weekend for those guys.
Yeah, looks like it's going to keep that way, too, at the moment.
So what team are you guys?
Turdmeister Racing Group.
Turdmeister. So do you normally have hair personnel in your paddock? Got one of your drivers getting a little ponytails or something put in his hair.
Yeah, they're braiding his hair. We're looking for beads.
So what did he do to deserve that?
Well, he hasn't heard anything yet.
Okay.
But there's still time left.
Well, that's good. So how you guys doing out there?
We're doing good. We're doing good. We're moving on up.
Car doing good?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we got them.
You can go 3 hours on fuel?
4.
4? Yeah, I know these guys lied to me like crazy down here. Good race, man. They're learning.
On board here with Arsenic Racing in their Miata. Arsenic now in 9th spot.
The hell?
So how you guys doing out there?
Yeah, we're doing real good, yeah.
What team are you?
Neo Maxi Zoom Dweebies.
Ah, that's the coolest name ever, man. I want to hear Doc say that.
Yeah, you gotta
Neo
say
Maxi Zooms Dweebies.
No, he almost said it fast, almost. Yeah. He stumbled a little bit there.
Yeah, we always hear you guys on the screen that says Neo Max 969.
Yeah. So what kind of car is it?
CE30, it's a Zebra car.
Oh yeah, okay. So that looked actually pretty good out there.
Yeah, this is our 5th year running this car. You know, we usually do once or twice a year with you guys. Last time we did Laguna at Christmas. We had a couple of problems there, you know, busted a transmount and
tell them they should do all of our races
midstream. So we did a quick change, and we're still running on the same gasket. So
wow.
Cars just runs, you know, junkyard motor, you know, the whole 9 yards.
Those are the best cars.
Well, yeah, and we do a lot of spec racing at this track. What we didn't expect was all the fuel problems. You know, just we're eating up a lot of fuel.
It's high speeds.
Yeah, high speeds. We're wide open the whole time.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I mean, that's if you compare it to like Indy or not Indy, but well, even Indy and Daytona and such. This is probably the longest banking that we run on.
Yeah. Coming out that far up on right out of turn 4, all the way around past turn 2, coming down into the infield. And then you got that middle stretch, you know, people underestimate that middle stretch.
That's wide open throttle for quite a while.
Absolutely.
So, well, good luck out there.
All right, I appreciate it. Yeah, of course.
Can you say it again?
Neo Maxi Zoom Dweebies.
Yeah, you've been practicing.
Well, that mute button does come in handy sometimes.
So how you guys doing out there?
Should we turn off the feed so it doesn't do some weird like double feed?
Oh, I don't really care.
No, all right.
I like Echo. I like making the boss's job really, you know. I like saying boss because he likes
Thanks,
that.
Bill. Thanks.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
And we've been following. It's been pretty good so far. But yeah, what are we in now? We're in 6th now. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the Bandits pulled off. Number 47.
Oh.
So they were ahead of us. So now we're in 6th overall, which I think puts us in 4th non-EC. So that's pretty good. We had that issue this morning. That was super frustrating. Yesterday morning, we were late to grid because I specifically left the ball joint nut loose, and I forgot. And so we did it right before we went out, and I'm glad I remembered, but we must not have gotten it tight. And so this morning, I don't know how we didn't catch it last night, but this morning, just a last-minute check, and I was like, oh, that's not good. And then we couldn't get the nut off. Couldn't get it on or off. So we had to pull the knuckle, we had to pull the ball joints, we had to pull all that corner apart, find another one in the meantime. And so we ended up, I think, we lost 2 laps, I think, right off the get-go. So other than that, yeah, we've been fighting back. We've been doing the best we can. We've been hitting good laps. The driver's been doing awesome, so do the best we can.
Yeah, I found it odd that you guys weren't on the, you know, on the track when I was doing my awesome pace laps.
Yeah, we've also found it odd. We were not happy about it. You know, but it is what it is, right?
But I'm not going to make fun of you because, you know, I've kind of done things like that before.
Listen, I think we were talking about it. So Craig is driving with us, and he's one of the owners of the 914, the 417 team. Right. And so we were talking about like not making it, and I think like you were talking shit about somebody else.
Yeah.
And he's like, I've got a picture of his car during the parade lap at Utah, pulled over. So
we can blame that on Troy because Troy was driving the car.
I heard he blamed it on you.
You blamed everything on me.
Nobody would ever throw anybody
no, it's been
under
good.
a
Everything, the
bus.
race has been great.
No.
Everything out here has been awesome. So we got no complaints at all. Right. So it's been good, and the weather's perfect.
RVA's in the pits, Doc.
Yep.
So,
RVA's in the pits. All right,
Well,
sorry, I got to break it off with you. Go talk to somebody that matters.
Yeah, no,
All right, man.
So here's something interesting. They're going to come back out with about just under 2 hours to go, and
They could do it if the fuel will last. Yeah.
if the fuel lasts. Now, yesterday they had, you know, they were conserving fuel on that on their last stint. Got a little bit of breathing room when Arsenic, of course, had to pull in at the last minute.
Well, it's odd. They're using black containers, so I can't tell how much fuel's in them. They've learned the lesson. Don't use clear jugs.
Well, I'm not going to paint mine.
That's to protect it from sunlight, UV.
Yeah.
Yeah, you say that, or it's to hide the 7 gallons of fuel you shove in a 5-gallon tank.
That's, you know, I don't know if you can get 7. You can get 6.
So I heard something about Miata tanks, how these guys are adding an extra 3 gallons of fuel to the tanks. You guys want to know how they do it?
Sure.
So supposedly there's a vent tube inside the tank. And if you take I think it was a screw, you reach into the tank and you take your a screwdriver or a wrench or something like that, and you can bend that tube up, and you can gain all that fuel that was above that tube, or all the space above that tube that was a void, and you can get upwards of 3 gallons more into that tank. Just learn that.
Well, I know, of course, they leave that open space in a stock tank for expansion, that sort of thing. So.
Yeah. So, but in racing, we don't need that because you know the fuel's not in it long enough.
Right.
All right. The fuel cap is back on. Driver's belted in. They're popping the hood on the car. Oh, they're only pulling the hood up a little bit. They're looking underneath it just to check things out, make sure all the belts are still attached probably. Guy checking the torque on the wheels, putting the torque wrench on them. Click, 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 and click, click. You like the sound effects?
I do.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you, Bill.
Yep. It adds to the production.
It
So
does,
now-
and we appreciate it.
So now here's something to consider.
Yes.
We know Door Slammers has to stop again. We're a little concerned about the fuel in RVA, but you know who's still out there is the Flying Hawaiians, and they have not stopped yet. They've only done 2 stops.
And that's a Z car, right? How much fuel do those things hold? They've got a fuel cell in it.
Okay. Well,
And RVA Graphics heads down to pit out.
Now, of course, the other thing we've also noticed, though, is that RVA has been turning considerably faster lap times than Flying Hawaiians. So
you're in first place. Can you go the distance?
Yeah.
That's a good question. I don't know if we can make it on fuel today. Yesterday was a much better day from a fuel standpoint. We had the right spot, but unfortunately with where we finished, we started a couple laps back. So we're see what we can do. The good news is the drivers are just taking it all driving for all that's worth. So we'll see what happens.
And it's nice. You've got all this help on pit lane now with Low Tide Motorsports.
The guys with Low Tide Motorsports are awesome. They're quite helpful. Coming this far from Virginia, it's awesome to have help.
So it's kind of funny seeing Brian actually working. Normally he's standing around with headsets on and giving direction, but he's actually moving jugs around and doing all kinds of work.
He's making it happen.
Yes.
Brian's doing a great job.
Hey, Brian, you got a second? So you're Low Tide Motorsports. You're doing all the work today here in the pit?
No, I'm not doing all the work by any means. But, yeah, it's nice to come in and get your hands dirty and take some of that responsibility away that we normally have on the weekends. So it's nice to be here supporting Low Tide Motorsports and RVA Graphics. And to be out in California, it's been a good first day, and we're trying to wrap up a good second day. So we're glad to be out here, glad to come out west.
All right, I'll let you get back to work,
Thanks,
man.
appreciate it.
Yeah, he's moving all kinds of gas around. He's getting stuff. There's the hey, their license plate still says Miata PI. They've got the hood up. Yes, they've got the hood up. Oh, it's adding oil.
Your roots, Bill.
My roots.
Your roots.
Hood is up on the car. They're doing some mechanicals on it. He's got the zip ties out. Oh, throttle cable again. Did it stick open?
No, it just fell flat, not open.
Okay.
It just went closed, and I had to idle around at like 10 miles an hour.
Oh, okay.
Who is that?
Miata PI.
Ah.
You mean Alchemy?
Alchemy.
Yes. I knew you'd correct me. So they got it fixed, got some zip ties put on it. Now he's headed back out. There he goes. See, that's how you take off from a pit stop.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you come over here just to jinx me? Is that what happened?
No, I would never do that.
Here we go
Only
again.
if I had the yellow car here.
That's right.
Man, all of a sudden the race hero, the screen goes complete salmon. It's like, oh no, what's happened?
So we got another BMW in pit lane right now. They're jacking up the right-hand side of the car. Sorry, left-hand side of the car. If I'm looking at it, it's the right-hand side. Front tire's coming off. It's the one without the engine lit earlier. I believe it's at 5 Series. Looks like they're doing a fuel. Nope, fuel's going on behind them. Oh, we got more cars running out of fuel. I can't see the number, but it's red and white Miata being pushed down pit lane by our pit-in person.
I wonder if that's, no, never mind. Not going to say anything. Not going to comment on the color of cars.
195 or 95? I can't tell. 195. So the 45 has its tire up in the air.
There's not a 1.
There isn't.
What happened?
Damn it.
Ah, brake pads. Brake pads on the 45. So the 775, they're adding oil to the engine. New driver in the car. He's putting his camera up on the windshield. He's getting ready to go fast.
I don't show a 45 either.
So the 755 is the 755. They said they use 1 quart every 3 hours, 4 hours, or 4 quarts every hour. So the 95 is being pushed down pit lane. Looks like they may have run out of fuel.
That's the door slammers, their other Miata.
Yep. Oh, they're being pushed by the fire rescue guys. So the 755, they're buttoning up their guy. He's taping a map onto the steering wheel. Brake pads going onto the 45 car. I think it's a replacement car from.
Gotcha.
What was the number car that you guys were running before?
We used to run car number 3. We still have it. It's taken apart. We'll get it back.
Okay.
I think we're going to bring it to Sears Point, actually.
Okay, cool.
In February.
So they got another car they'll be running at Sears Point. You know where that is, Doc?
Yes, I do. I remember back when it was called Sears Point.
All right, here comes the 82 down pit lane. So they're coming in.
That's Flying Hawaiians.
Yep. He's looking for his pit stall. Dives in front of the Miata being pushed down pit lane.
So
Tires going back on the 45, so they'll be getting out of here in just a second as a 755 Chevrolet gets out of here.
Flying Hawaiians doesn't have to go quite as far as one does on fuel, but they got to go the good portion of 2 hours. They're going to get out with probably an hour and 50 to go. Of course, we have EC cars running in 3rd and 4th, occupy pit lane and team like a boss. So that's going to move up everybody behind them since they are not eligible for the overall win.
Right, and I'm not real sure about our feed coming off of Race Hero. We're still showing RVA in the pits.
Yeah.
Like they haven't crossed over the main loop, but they have. I watched them do it, and it didn't change. We're also showing Flying Hawaiians in pit.
Well, we know they pitted.
We know they pitted. So either we have, I'm seeing their RVA, there it cleared.
Yeah. Yeah, we're about, what, 10 seconds behind them or so from what we're seeing on screen.
Yeah, but I've already watched them go across that loop, so they should have happened on the last lap. Whatever the case may be, they're out there now turning laps. RVA shown in 5th right now. Flat out around the tri-oval. Talked with the team. They're concerned they're going to be able to make it on fuel or not. Didn't sound real confident.
Pretty good report from Paul Ripa over on our Facebook feed. He says there's more people watching our broadcast than the NASCAR championship.
Yeah, we've got a little over a dozen watching on YouTube, and
8 here. Hell, we're
about
almost
8 or
up
so.
to a dozen.
Yeah. Well, no, we've got over 15 watching on YouTube, so
Oh,
you're over 20.
hell yeah.
He might be right. He might be right.
Up to 2 dozen, man.
Oh, jeez.
You know, there's
16,
probably
17.
entire families huddled by that YouTube. So there's probably a huge, I mean, we've surpassed NFL tailgate parties. So we know there's probably an entire living room of people watching in 1080.
Across the world.
Exactly. That's do they call them living rooms over? We might be broadcasting into a soccer stadium.
I was going to say, it could be stadium-wide. There could be 60,000 people watching this broadcast right now.
Easily. It's in my neighborhood alone. I'm kidding. There's not even 60,000 people in the county. No, there might be.
Now, door slammers back up front. Occupy pit lane in 2nd. Flying Hawaiians shown in the pit still. Team Like a Boss in 4th. RVA Graphics and Wraps in 5th. Looking at the position by class.
We know, though, Door Slimer's going to have to stop again.
Right. Here's Class A, sponsored by DiscoveryParts.com, Door Slammers, Alchemy Autosport, and Arsenic Racing. To B Class, it's Door Slammers, Rotopluker, and Team Tango. To C Class, it's Flying Hawaiians, RVA Graphics, and Neo Maxi Zoom Dweebies. In D Class, it's Glitch Heroes, Tron, and Bandits. And then EC, Occupy, leading Team Like a Boss.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Door Slimer's going to have to stop again.
Fair enough.
Where's the race owner, team captain? Brian?
I mean, Door Slimer's been reported pitted last 11 laps ago.
Still showing Flying Hawaiians in the pits. Bill, have you seen them leave the pits yet?
Who?
Flying Hawaiians, the black.
Yeah, they're gone. I'm down here and blowing my wad. I've talked to them, but I keep getting interrupted here.
Oh,
I keep getting turned off.
You get turned off?
Yeah.
That's
okay,
a shame.
I'm good now. I'm all right. So, blowing my wad. What kind of car is it?
It's a 1994 BMW E36 325.
Where are you guys out of?
Los Angeles area, mostly Southern California, where the whole group is Ventura, Orange County, LA.
So y'all work for Mad Magazine?
Used to.
Yeah.
They're out of business.
Really?
Yeah, because of the name.
So
that's
cool.
why, no, did you really?
No.
No.
I knew
Yeah,
it.
you just made me look like serious. Like, oh, really? Did you? Yeah, he was totally messing with me. Thanks, Doc.
Yes. Revenge is mine.
So what made you name your team that?
We were looking for a name, and it's BMW. And we spend so much darn money having fun here. Not in comparison to other things, not much. But like, hey, let's do a little double entendre, blowing my wad of cash, and it's still BMW.
I know. We always thought it was funny.
And we
I just like hearing Doc say it over and over again.
And then we have the decal with the dollars flying off the side.
So how you guys doing out there today?
We're doing okay. We're just having fun today. We're shaking down the pumpkin car and letting the slower drivers go out and blow my wad and have some fun. We're just kind of getting tuned up for Laguna, where we want to try and maybe get on the box.
Whoa.
So the orange pumpkin car is there as well?
Yeah, their pumpkin car's here. That's what you were talking about earlier when Engineered said his car was here.
Right.
He has a car like that. Another racer up back east has a car like that as well.
Yeah, Nathan Gardner.
Nathan Gardner has an orange BMW.
Oh, okay. That car came from back east, but it came out of Florida from a long time ago.
You might have got it last week, and Nathan doesn't know his car's missing.
Check your trailer, Nathan.
Yeah, check your trailer, Nathan. All right, man. Good luck out there.
Thank you
see
so
you
much.
See you at Laguna. I'll be there.
See you there.
All right. So now we know why they call the car that.
Well, that's the kind of reporting we need, Bill. Thank you.
Exactly.
That's why they pay you the big bucks, man. We love you for it.
Big buck and a half, buddy.
Alchemy Autosport here, working their way around the racetrack. Still out there doing a good job. We talked to them a little bit earlier. The reason they were a little caught out on the mechanicals this morning, but it didn't hurt them too much. They did join the back of the field as the field rolled around to take the green flag. Nice draft there off the Miata just up ahead. Pulls back in line. Hugging the apron. Through NASCAR 2, heading down to 3. It's easing into the brakes there. You can see some vibration coming into the car from the brakes. back onto the power. You can really see the sun beginning to get into the cockpits now and some glare coming up against that windshield.
Okay, some things I just don't understand.
Hey,
please do tell.
Yeah, I want to know something. What did our boss just say to me? I missed it.
Our boss just said on our YouTube channel, just says that he's watching.
Oh, he just said something. I missed it.
Me?
Sorry.
I didn't say anything.
I think he might have been talking to you guys.
I said a few things.
So if Blown My Wad and the Orange Pumpkin are the same team, why did they pit so far apart?
Oh, I don't know.
And that's the same question I would have about RVA Graphics and Team.
And who?
RVA Graphics and Team Like a Boss.
They're together.
Okay, well, on the sheet, they're shown like 10 pit stalls apart.
Oh, no, they're together.
Okay.
That's just what's on the sheet. They can change that at the track.
Yeah, right. Well, you know, I love teams that change things.
Yeah, I know you do.
Because it makes writing the race report and keeping lap records so
entertaining, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So Door Slammers just goes green, turning in a 154.7.
If I ever catch it, you jokers, you've had it.
All right, 116 is at pit out right now. They're waiting for the timer to go off.
Yep, that's Arsenic Racing.
Yep.
Turdmeister also in the pits right now. 47-second gap from third to fourth. Those two EC cars. Back up in the mix in the top three. RBA Graphics effectively in second spot. Back 2 laps from the lead. Just turned a 2:01.
Getting on my soapbox again, no team should ever be allowed to A, change numbers, B, change team names.
Or run over the toe strap.
That's what we say over and over and over again down here.
And B, you know, don't freaking change your pit number. I'd be crazy trying to write these race reports.
Well, it is all about you, and I just want to apologize.
Thank you for recognizing that.
On behalf of the human race, Bill or Doc, I apologize. Because these people just don't get it.
They just don't get it. They think all we do is sit around, joke on here on the internet, amuse y'all to death.
Which we do.
Oh, yeah, that's right, we do. Never mind. Wait. They think that's all we do.
Oh.
We also try and razz each other on the Slack channel. Facebook. Any chance we get, actually. No ground is sacred ground. That looks like RVA into the pit again?
No, it's...
Oh, well, you're messing...
It's not me. It's just the system that we got here. But anyway, it's looks like it's pretty much current. There, they back out on the racetrack. Okay. So this is Arsenic.
Oh, I just saw the cage, I guess. I don't know. Yeah.
Team Arsenic in 8th, just getting out of the pits. They should come across and trip the loop here this time by. And we'll get a good feel for where they're at. There, they tripped that loop. And they are scored in 8th spot right now.
Flying Hawaiians has dropped back to 5th after that stop. So here's the questions. Well, they're on the same lap as they're a minute behind RVA, but RVA we've been able to see that they've been able to turn faster times fairly consistently.
Yeah.
So here's the question. Door Slammers has to pit. Again, we know that. We've got 2 EC cars in 2nd and 3rd. So RVA still has the potential, if they can make their fuel last for a long time, they still have the potential to win this race.
That's their biggest concern is can they make it on fuel?
Yeah, and we saw them yesterday have to conserve.
And I got a feeling that Flying Hawaiians aren't as concerned for themselves.
No.
So
we'll see. I mean, and here's the question, of course, if you're RVA Graphics, do you really just put the hammer down right now and see if you can get out to a decent lead where you can coast?
I don't think they can afford to. I mean, they can't get too greedy with the fuel. They're going to have to either they're just going to have to run that tank all the way down,
right,
and see where the chips fall. There's really nothing else they can do.
They were in much the same position yesterday,
right?
So it's familiar ground at least, right?
I think
your nails twice.
I think you're careful at the end of the straightaway with the fuel.
Yeah, short
and you start right now. I don't think you wait.
Yeah.
I think if anything, you want to have a little left in the tank at the end if you need it. I think you start banking right now.
Well, and let's see, Flying Hawaiians is 110 behind them.
Yeah, it's not very far, so they wouldn't be able to give up much. But they can back it off a little bit. Door Slammers just turns in a 156. Obviously, they're not holding back. And a huge misshift. The back end got loose. Just about lost control of the race car there. Of course, what happens in those misshifts, the back tires break loose.
Yep.
Which can cause you to go around, and he almost lost control of that race car at a very high rate of speed.
You need somebody at pit in?
Looks like 302's on pit lane. That's the Think Like a Boss, or Team Like a Boss. You might as well think like a boss, too. Right?
I'm still trying to catch my breath over here with what just happened. If I'm that driver, I'm like, oh, man. First of all, you feel like a jerk because you did it.
Right.
You lost concentration for just a moment.
Oh, hell, I can lose that, and I can lose concentration every minute. That's no big accomplishment. Squirrel.
The car seems to be okay. He's going forward with it. Checking in with RVA Graphics and Wraps. The team we were talking about, we're looking at very carefully. So they're in third right now, effectively in second place, as Occupy is an EC car. Team Like a Boss is in the pits, so they're falling down the running order.
Now the gap is 111.879.
So yeah, Brian points out you can short shift by 1,000 RPM and get yourself about 30 minutes of runtime in a Miata, in a spec Miata. And that short shifting definitely a time-honored tactic to saving fuel. Beautiful racetrack out here in Fontana, California, Auto Club Speedway.
California.
The Willwood Grand Prix. The Champ Car Endurance Series presented by RVA Graphics and Wraps. The team that won this race yesterday have themselves in position for a potential back-to-back victory this weekend.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be close. Both Glitch Heroes and Team Like a Boss shown in the pits right now. Bandits in the pits as well, along with Zoom Zoom Boom. Not a good weekend for Uncommon Friends, although it wasn't too bad yesterday. Things started out very poorly this morning and just went from bad to worse.
I think 47's been in there for quite a while now.
On the other hand, Willwood had started off yesterday very poorly, got very few laps turned. Find themselves up in 13th right now. And that's a real good showing for that team.
Yeah, probably not what they wanted, but better than what they had, huh?
Yeah, both the Uncommon Friends Z cars not turning laps today, or at least at this point. Both those cars showing smoke from the back of their cars early on.
So it's, yeah, I think it's going to be questionable if RVA can keep up these 204 laps.
Well, let's go talk to them. Give me a second here.
All right.
And there's a look at the timing and scoring according to Race Hero, which you can follow along with at racehero.io, or you can pick up their app in the App Store.
And it's free.
And it's free.
Yeah, there's all sorts of fun things I can do on my tablet. Now, I don't have it loaded on my PC because I'm normally watching your screen on my PC. But you can highlight the team.
So what happened with the Uncommon Friends team there?
Well, we didn't have a very good weekend, I suppose. We had with the old car, the 246 car, we had a problem with the alternator. We'd put a different alternator on. The belts weren't quite aligned, so it kept throwing its belts off. Yesterday with the 46 car, we so bumpy here, and we broke the exhaust system and started having trouble with it shifting. So last night we fixed the exhaust system and changed the transmission because of the shifting problem. When we got here this morning, the we still had a shifting problem, so we took the clutch out, and it turns out the clutch had failed, and so we changed the clutch and managed to do a few more laps. But now the car's developed a severe vibration. We're not quite sure what that is yet, so we've had to quit.
Was the 46 the one that we saw going to turn NASCAR 1 and just flames were shooting out, and then all of a sudden we saw smoke come out as you went around NASCAR 3?
Yeah, it does. It's natural. Something in the mapping. It does shoot some flames out the back end, but that was I think the 246 car, when the belt came off.
Oh, okay.
We overheated, and that's the one you probably saw the steam coming out the back.
So you guys gonna be at Laguna Seca?
Oh yeah, we gotta patch them up.
Yeah, you gotta go there.
Yeah, we got another 4 weeks.
Yeah, that's right.
Patch them.
Yeah. So. All right, man. Thanks, Steve.
Okay.
All right, that's Steve Nichols from the Uncommon Friends team. Let's see.
Yeah. Bill, do you have a camera that you can use?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Wait, what do you need?
Oh, we're just
tired of riding around with the same cars.
We've got a a camera for you to when you're talking to people. That'd be cool.
Because I want to see him punch you if I could set you up for a dumb question.
All right, so door slammers are up front, up a couple of laps over Occupy Pit Lane. RVA Graphics and Wraps in third. Flying Hawaiians are in fourth. Alchemy Autosport in fifth. Team Like a Boss are in sixth. Neo Maxi Zoom Dweebies in seventh. Arsenic Racing in eighth. Tron in ninth. Bone My Wad in 10th. So that's your top 10 as things stand right now. You're watching the Champ Car Endurance Series Willwood Grand Prix on ChampCar.live. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be back in a moment.
1977, Bill Wood set the standard for high-performance brakes. Today, every Willwood product is born from racing technology and is proudly manufactured in the USA. Engineered, designed, rigorously tested to deliver unsurpassed control on and off the track. Whether it's for cruising or absolute performance, Willwood has an application for the ultimate stopping experience. Race-proven, street-ready, drive Willwood.
Our market-leading product is a Novec based. It's a 3M Novec fire suppressant. And what really makes us special is the delivery system. This new 8865 3620 system puts that Novec, two separate systems, puts Novec in the cockpit, Novec in the engine bay in less than a second, immediately engulfing the area with a fire extinguishant. So by flooding the area that quickly, we're able to actually put out fires, save equipment, save our drivers. Obviously, that's the most important part.
Discovery Parts is a veteran-owned racing and safety equipment company located inside Atlanta Motorsports Park in Dawsonville, Georgia. We take pride in being a reseller of the best of the industry to Champ Car teams and drivers. We know racing, love racing, and look forward to tomorrow to even more racing. Visit us at discoveryparts.com.
Do you know somebody that gets hot?
Cool Shirt's personal cooling systems are designed to keep you cool and safe in hot environments. The football shirt is worn under the shoulder pads for total player comfort. For race car drivers, Cool Shirts offers a driving cooling system for virtually every racing application. The multi-person cooling system is designed to meet the demands of the firefighter in rehab. Cool Shirts offers a variety of designs for anyone who gets hot.
Cool Shirt, the worldwide leader in personal cooling systems. Race to your phone and become a winner.
Champ Car Endurance Series is sponsored by RVA Graphics and Wraps, a custom graphics shop that specializes in the design and production of the best quality made-to-order vehicle graphics. And by Lifeline. Lifeline uses the latest technology in motorsport fire suppression and extinguishing and is the leader of in-car fire safety systems using Novec and Triple F foam. And Willwood Disc Brakes. Willwood Engineering is a global leader and manufacturer of high-performance, original equipment disc brake solutions. And Cool Shirt Systems. Cool Shirt's personal cooling systems, vests, and garments offer comfort, safety, mobility, and durability when performance matters. And Maxxis Tires. Maxxis Tires International is committed to delivering high-performance, affordable tires to the world. And Frozen Rotors. Premium cryogenically treated brake pads and brake rotors by Diversified Cryogenics. And OMP Sport, one of the world's leading manufacturers of safety equipment and tuning accessories. And by Racing Radios. the leader in racing communications worldwide, providing quality and affordable communication systems for racers and fans alike. And DiscoveryParts.com, offering the best in auto safety racing apparel. Coming up next for the Champ Car Endurance Series, it's Virginia International Raceway, December 1st and 2nd for an 8 and a 7. From there, it's off to Barber Motorsports Park, December 8th and 9th for an 8 and a 7. For more information, go to www.champcar.org. And plenty of other resources there on the website for you to take advantage of, so I hope you'll go over there and check that out, including becoming a volunteer, which we could always use help at the racetracks. Welcome back to the Willwood Grand Prix, 154 laps turned out here in Fontana, California at Auto Club Speedway on a full sports car road course.
The 333 leaves pit lane, stops to hand in his timer. There's not a lot of people on pit lane right now. Like, there's a lot of tents, just nobody in them. I don't know where they went. Got a camera on me?
We can get one, I guess. Yeah, we can get one. You're going to use your phone again?
Yeah, just use the one this mic is on. 135 leaves pit lane. Got it? Almost.
Stand by.
Alchemy Racers just came in with their 813, caught their crew off guard. They didn't realize he was going to come in so soon.
Oh, no.
So we're going to talk to them, and then the car pulled up suddenly, like really fast. They said, oh, we didn't know he was going to come in so soon. The guys are getting all dressed right now.
333 or?
813. Driver's out of the car. They thought he had about 10 minutes.
There we got you, Bill.
They thought they had 10 minutes, but obviously they didn't.
Whoops.
So now they're out of fuel. A little early? No. They were just a little late. Never late. Yeah. So their guys are getting ready. They're going to throw some fuel in it. Step out of the way here while they fuel. So that's Alchemy Racing. That's right. That's when we have two Alchemies. Remember?
Yes.
So they have a special carrier for the fire extinguisher for their guy. Patent pending. See the carrier he's wearing to hold the fire extinguisher?
Huh, that's interesting.
Looks like an old school safety belt.
Yeah, so they have the fire pin is actually magnetized so it sticks to the body, so they're not going to lose the pin.
Oh,
that's pretty cool. You could just
clever.
glue a magnet onto it too. So yeah, pit lane is pretty empty compared to what it was yesterday. So we'll come back to them here in a little bit while they fuel. Let's go back up here. Who's in first?
That'd be
door slammers,
but they're going to have to stop again.
Yeah, so it looks like somebody down here, which I think is door slammers. They're all kitted up right now in their suits. Looks like they're getting ready for a stop.
Well,
Actually, let me go back down here and get my other camera, because I don't know how long I'm going to be down there.
I wonder
Get
if
pictures.
I wonder if 97 can pit and get back out in the lead.
How much of a lead do they have?
We show them on lap 156, whereas RVA and Flying Hawaiians in second, third, we show them on lap 153.
So the Willwood guys are standing up here, just minding their own business. You guys coming in soon?
Oh no, RVA's coming in.
Oh, RVA's coming in? They just went out.
No, he was waving at somebody. I thought he was like, I'm a NASCAR driver, I'm coming in.
No, he's going down the front straightaway.
Yeah. Yeah, I mistook his signal.
Yeah, that was the, well, the V8 just went down the front straight.
So, yeah, this will be interesting if 97's indeed coming in. See if they can get back out in the lead. It'll be close. He just turned his fastest lap not too long ago, 13 laps ago, with a 154.743. That's considerably faster than RVA or Flying Hawaiians can do.
Oh yeah, I mean that's going to be really tough for them to do anything with that. If they can maintain those kind of lap times.
Yeah, even if they come out behind, they might have a chance to get back in the lead.
Sure.
It's going to be a barn burner here.
Yes.
A regular barn burner.
RVA graphics.
Heavyweight fight to the end.
So somebody's being towed down pit lane. I can't tell if it's RVA or not.
It's not RVA. He keeps doing this lazy.
No, they just passed their pit lane. Is it, it's way down there.
Now, I don't know if that wave off is, if there's a local yellow perhaps down in that area.
Maybe that's it.
He just doesn't want anybody charging around him. It looked like an EV off to the right there.
It kind of looks like Alchemy being brought in on the tow truck.
Yeah, Alchemy's showing crossing the pit loop.
Yep, that's who it is.
RVA graphics back onto the front straightaway.
Yeah, let us know when 97 comes in, Bill.
Okay, which one's 97?
Door Slammers.
Hey, their guys are all suited up here across from me.
Yeah.
It might be them coming down pit lane here. Let's see. Can't tell if it's Door Slammers or the Fiero.
It might be Door Slammers because their last lap was a 2:05, like an in lap.
No, that's the Fiero that's coming down pit lane right now.
Well, that's another one of their cars.
Willwood up to 13th now in their Miata. 214 that last time through.
Door Slammer is going to be that white and red car.
Yep.
That we've seen blowing past people on occasion. Lion made up a little bit of time on RVA, not much. RVA,
yeah, that's Alchemy is actually
10 Flying Lions with a 2:05.
What are they doing?
Hey, John Hurley's watching us, Bill.
Hey, John. Yep, they got the hood up on Alchemy's Miata. Working on the left side of the engine bay, the driver's side of the engine bay. So it can't be the, I'm headed down there, it's gonna take a little bit. Well, the tow truck's coming down. He's got another vehicle in tow.
Yeah, we just saw that.
Yep.
Couldn't see who it was, but yeah, they're bringing another one into pit lane now. They're just at the entrance.
Wish I could drive my car up and down pit lane. That'd make it a lot easier.
I'm telling you, we need that little 3-wheel buggy thing like they use in India.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. Get a little flashing yellow light on the top. That'd be great. Paint it up like a minion. Yellow and blue.
Oh, don't give him. Oh, Paulie.
That'd be fantastic.
That would be awesome. Make me wear a little yellow and blue suit. It's a Pontiac Firebird, it looks like.
You could wear your little blueberry suit.
It doesn't fit anymore. I got muscular. All this workout I'm doing.
Gotcha. Sure, that's it.
What?
I cannot talk.
There's Wilson under the hood, dropping the hood down. Car starts up. They've got a jack out.
Sounds like Alchemy's either coming into the pits and barely under power.
No, they just went. Oh, it sounds pretty weird, actually.
Fuck, I'm out.
Ran out of fuel at pit in is Alchemy and their Miata.
Yeah.
That was before. I could see we've got some timing issues here.
They put fuel in it. They did some work under the hood. Now the car's back out. It's leaving pit lane right now. Now the little orange car, the 147, that's going behind the pit wall. The red Firebird. Where is it? I think it's 133. Yeah, 133. They have the hood up on that. I got to check something here, guys.
Dropping off their clock. So a big hurt on Alchemy as they ran out of fuel at pit in.
Yep.
And they roll back out onto the racetrack now.
Yeah, 5150 has a hood up on their car. Got zip ties in hand. That's always a good sign.
Yeah, that cost Alchemy. About 30 minutes ago, they were up in 5th place. Now they've dropped down to 8th place.
What happened? The shifter came loose on the 5150.
More evidence of this pounding that people are taking out there on the racetrack. And it's shaking these cars apart.
They're cleaning up some of the oil. It's hard to see in there.
Tube that's arsenic. Can't tell what that is.
All right, can RVA Graphics catch them?
Well, they're back about 3 laps right now from door slammers.
It's going to be interesting to see. Can RVA hold off flying away?
So, Brian, with all your expertise at making cars win, can you do it?
Optimistically, of course we can do it, but it's going to be tough. That Miata is very fast, but we're staying the course. We're going to see what we have for them. They had some issues yesterday, so there's still an hour or so left. You never know what might happen here in California.
Cool. And it is getting warm.
Yeah, it is. It was pleasant today compared to where we came from. When we were coming this way, it was down like in the teens, so we've enjoyed this weather out here.
Yeah. I'm trying to tell them how hot 77 feels like.
Yeah, it's not too bad, though. It's not 90 like at NCM. Yeah, but it's good. It was a little sweaty this afternoon. Yeah. We're good now.
Yeah, we just want to keep rubbing in. I got a little sweaty to Paul and who's I guess it's snowing where he's at right now.
Right, yeah, there was another series racing this weekend that was racing in the snow. So,
Oh yeah, Summer Point.
Yeah, we know about that from Barber of last year. So
yeah, yes we do.
We'll see in a couple weeks what happens.
Oh, I hope it's warmer.
Well, I think the RVA graphics guys are all sitting around. They're just relaxing. You can see the confidence or the nervousness, either one. Both. All right, thanks, Brian.
Well, I mean, the question is, can they go almost 2 hours on fuel?
I don't know.
And can door slammers get out in 3 laps?
Yeah, door slammers is going to have to.
It's going to be close.
Put this together, but you know they're so fast that they could afford to fall back half a lap or so. They'll have enough to catch up, assuming the driver that gets in is able to do it.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of question marks going on right now, and in the back there's Flying Hawaiians just waiting for somebody to make a mistake, and they're going to be right there.
Yeah, they're slowly giving up time to RVA, but they stopped 2 laps later, so they're going to be cutting it close on fuel, but not as close as RVA.
Right.
See which one of those straight sixes gets the better mileage, huh?
It's shaping up to be an exciting race again. These finishes. It seems like we always come down to this last-minute thing. It's fuel, it's pit stops, it's driver stints.
It's the whole 9 yards, the whole enchilada.
Just a little over an hour remain here in the Willwood Grand Prix. It's been a beautiful weekend for racing. Weather's been perfect.
Great day for racing.
From here, we move on to Virginia International Raceway. We take a week off. We're back December 1st and 2nd at VIR, and then it's on to Barber Motorsports Park the next weekend. The following weekend, it's to the other side of the United States, WeatherTech Raceway, Laguna Seca, Monterey, California.
We should just leave Bill out there. If he starts walking now, he could probably make Laguna Seca in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Then we take a week off for Christmas, and then it's December 29th and 30th. September. Sebring International Raceway. There it is. A double 7 on the full course. Sebring, Florida.
And then we get a whole month and a week off.
Watch out. What are we going to do with ourselves?
I have no earthly idea, but I'm sure Mike Chiswick will think of something.
All right, the 97 just came down pit lane. Do we know what kind of engine's in that car?
I think that was someone was saying it's a turbocharged Miata.
Okay, because that thing was keeping up with the big Mustang out there.
Right.
I mean, passing it.
That's what Ben said.
He's been pretty much passing everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah, I only see one section of the track here, so I can't see what it's really doing. But I was just talking to Brian at the RVA side, and they were trying to figure out what was in that car. So.
Yeah, Ben says it's a turbo.
Yeah, well, there's a big intercooler on the front of it too.
Yeah, Mike says, I've already thought of it, Doc. So there you go, Doc.
What had he thought of?
No.
Oh, no,
Mike. For us to do in our off season.
Yeah.
I should have never said anything.
I think it was already on the calendar. You just might not be aware of it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Door slammer shown in the pits. The leader has pitted.
Yep, that's what I just said.
What are you expecting me?
Do you not listen to me?
No, we really don't. We found it to be better that way.
Yep. I concur.
Things work out better.
All right, another car just pitted. It's a BMW of some sort.
Yeah, you do notice that we totally ignored you when you were talking about the valves in the RX-7, right?
The what?
The number of rotors in the RX-7 and the valves and.
Yes. So.
There's a reason why we were ignoring it.
Well, somebody messaged me saying they didn't get it. And then I'm like, I'm pretty certain they did it. And then I said, watch this.
Oh, yeah.
I did it again, and
and
you guys just
successfully ignored it again.
I hate you guys. I work on this material for weeks.
Yes, you do.
Well, it's good you're working on something.
You worked on that for weeks?
Wow.
That's what you came up with? After weeks of work?
Well, I have to go through, testing and, test it on the kids, test on the wife, test on the neighbors. Everybody gives me that blank look, so I knew it would work.
Right.
Whoa, the hood just came up on the RVA.
Oh!
What happened?
The hood has flown up onto the windshield of the RVA graphics machine. Driver is still rolling.
Where is
the hood flew up. He might be he might be around turns 4 and 5.
Oh man. Unbelievable.
They're looking at me like, oh shit, here comes Bill.
The windshield is busted, of course.
Yep.
Now, he's trying to keep going here, so still rolling. He's just trying to look out the driver's window.
Right.
So the window's busted.
The windscreen's broken. So he's
we're
doing
we're right here with the camera.
He's doing an Ace Ventura. He's leaning his head out the window. And now he's trying to look under the hood.
He can't. There's not much. He's trying. I guess he can see a little bit out of the center of the hood. There's not a whole lot of curve to that hood.
Right. Well, he's trying to work his way around the racetrack, and it's proving to be very difficult.
Yes. Yes, they know about it.
This goes back to the whole thing with one of the cars that was black flagged several times for the hood starting to come up. They don't want to see that, and with all the pounding that the cars take here, and of course all the air that gets under the cars on that front straight, there's so much pressure.
I don't think RVA has the. I don't think they have the hinge up front because yesterday
it's flipped forward. Yeah.
The hood.
I mean, all you got to do is all you have to do is kick the window out and pull the hood off and go race. They can do that in a couple of laps.
Right.
Not even that, half a lap. But they're losing a lot of time as the driver slowly goes around, navigates the track. Because the tower just said he was going slow.
Yeah, this is a total gift to door slammers right now.
Here he is coming down pit lane.
Yeah, we're on board with him right now.
That's funny. I saw them going down earlier today. I saw them going down, and the left side of the hood looked a little higher than it should have been. But it's one of those things like you look at it and you think, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it was.
He's trying to see where he is on pit row. Should be.
He's coming down here. Yeah, he's coming down here now. Got him on camera.
Yep, we got you, Bill.
Whoops, sorry.
Looked like it hung on to the rear pins, and
yep.
But it broke at the front, where there's a lot of air pressure.
Trying to pull the.
Oh, that hood's mangled.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get it off, I think. Chances are it's messed up those, what the National Traffic Highway Safety Advisory Board, the hooks that they put back in there. Nader pins.
Nader pins. That's so that you, if you hit something, the window doesn't come back and give you a permanent smile.
Yeah.
Hood is off the car.
So Flying Hawaiians now moves into second.
craziness.
Yeah, after being out here for 2 days, to have that happen in the last hour of the race.
All right, they're going to do a fuel stop.
Might as well.
Drivers out.
They got an hour to go. They might as well take some fuel. And
yeah, we know they were close, so there's no sense if you're going to stop like this. There's no sense in running out of gas.
Yeah, the hood pins came right up.
Yeah,
busted the pins, and they got 3.
Broke.
I reinforced ours after we
Well,
lost.
wasn't that? It's
Atlanta.
the top of the pin was rusty right about here. You can see it, and that's where it broke. That's where the pin goes through. And then the other, when that one went, it pulled the other one straight out of the radiator support.
Yep.
So.
That radiator support isn't all that thick.
No.
We added some big fender washes and some extra material up there when we lost a hood pin, or when we lost a hood at Road Atlanta.
All right, sending all their
people
over.
have said the same thing about us, Doc.
What, we've lost our pins?
No, that we were pretty thick.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Shallow-minded, though. All right, we got to do my lap counts here, guys.
Yeah, we're at the bottom of the hour. Stay with us, everybody. We'll be back in just a moment.
In 1977, Bill Wood set the standard for high-performance brakes. Today, every Willwood product is born from racing technology and is proudly manufactured in the USA. Engineered, designed, rigorously tested to deliver unsurpassed control on and off the track. Whether it's for cruising or absolute performance, Willwood has an application for the ultimate stopping experience. Race-proven, street-ready, drive Willwood.
Our market-leading product is a Novec based. It's a 3M Novec fire suppressant. And what really makes us special is the delivery system. This new 8865 3620 system puts that Novec, 2 separate systems, puts Novec in the cockpit, Novec in the engine bay in less than a second, immediately engulfing the area with a fire extinguishant. So by flooding the area that quickly, we're able to actually put out fires, save equipment, save our drivers. Obviously, that's the most important part.
Discovery Parts is a veteran-owned racing and safety equipment company located inside Atlanta Motorsports Park in Dawsonville, Georgia. We take pride in being a reseller of the best of the industry to Champ Car teams and drivers. We know racing, love racing, and look forward to tomorrow to even more racing. Visit us at discoveryparts.com.
Do you know somebody that gets hot?
Cool Shirt's personal cooling systems are designed to keep you cool and safe in hot environments. The football shirt is worn under the shoulder pads for total player comfort. For race car drivers, Cool Shirts offers a driving cooling system for virtually every racing application. The multi-person cooling system is designed to meet the demands of the firefighter in rehab. Cool Shirts offers a variety of designs for anyone who gets hot.
Cool Shirt. the worldwide leader in personal cooling systems. Race your phone and become a winner.
Champ Car Endurance Series is sponsored by RVA Graphics and Wraps, a custom graphics shop that specializes in the design and production of the best quality made-to-order vehicle graphics. And by Lifeline. Lifeline uses the latest technology in motorsport fire suppression and extinguishing and is the leader of in-car fire safety systems using Novec and Triple F foam. And Willwood Disc Brakes. Willwood Engineering is a global leader and manufacturer of high-performance, original equipment disc brake solutions. And Cool Shirt Systems. Cool Shirt's personal cooling systems, vests, and garments offer comfort, safety, mobility, and durability when performance matters. And Maxxis Tires. Maxxis Tires International is committed to delivering high-performance, affordable tires to the world. And Frozen Rotors. Premium cryogenically treated brake pads and brake rotors by Diversified Cryogenics. And OMP Sport, one of the world's leading manufacturers of safety equipment and tuning accessories. And by Racing Radios, the leader in racing communications worldwide, providing quality and affordable communication systems for racers and fans alike. And DiscoveryParts.com, offering the best in auto safety racing apparel. Back here at Willwood, the Willwood Grand Prix, RVA Graphics and Wraps now pulling into the pits with the windshield half broken out of the car. It just seems like things go from bad to worse for these guys. They just can't seem to catch a break today.
Well,
they ran out of fuel earlier today. Now they're picking up a clock to go take care of this windshield problem, which understandably they probably should have kicked it out when they had it in the pits in the first place.
So.
They decided to pull it behind the wall.
Yeah.
Which is a good idea. We don't want a glass out there in the pits.
Out there on pit road, yeah. That's awfully thoughtful of them, as it were. The other question that was answered, gang, is that Door Slammers was able to do their pit stop and get back out in the lead. And with the time that car can get around this track, I don't see Flying Hawaiians catching him.
Right. We've got Alchemy Autosport in the pits in that Miata, and guess what? They're looking at that right front corner. This is the same spot they were working on when the race started.
And they were just in for fuel not too long ago.
They might be just replacing that tire dock. We've heard so much about how the track has been hard on. I'm seeing paper towels, though, so that sounds more like brake issues.
Well, it looks like he's on the right
upper
front.
ball joint broke on the right side.
Okay.
Well, stick around, folks. Anything can happen in these last 50 minutes.
No kidding. So RVA behind the wall. They're going to get that windshield taken care of. Crazy.
Dana, is my phone making any noise on your timers?
And it's just been such a, that it's been Door Slammers, Flying Hawaiians, and RVA Graphics and Wraps fighting back and forth today.
Yep. Occupy Pit Lane and Team Like a Boss have been up there as well, currently running in third and fourth, but they're EC cars, so they're not eligible for it.
Right.
Arsenic's plugging away there at sixth.
Door Slammers out about a lap over P2 in their Datsun. And this takes a lot of heat off of the Flying Hawaiians, and they're right there. They've taken over second spot. It takes the heat off of Door Slammers too, but they just turned in a 212, which is considerably off the pace from what they're capable of turning. So we'll keep an eye on them.
So the positions are changing a lot here in the last since 3 o'clock with an hour and a half to go. We've got 12 out of the 15 positions have changed hands.
Wow. Willwood up to 13th.
I mean, that's quite a few for them. I see when keeping these lap charts, we'll see 7 or 8 cars change places, but 12's getting up there.
You are watching the Willwood Grand Prix at Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California, at the Champ Car Endurance Series, presented by RVA Graphics and Wraps. Paul Veltum, Bill Strong, Doc Waldrop calling the race for you this weekend on this 2.88 mile, 17 corner Roval, the full sports car course at Auto Club Speedway. On board with Arsenic Racing, who find themselves in 6th spot. They finished 2nd yesterday. Very exciting finish. Almost chased down RVA Graphics and Wraps for the win. Couldn't get it done. Flying Hawaiians took the lead of this race early on today. RVA Graphics and Wraps have been on the charge all day today, overcame their 2-lap deficit to find themselves in the lead.
You know, Flying Hawaiians is backing up their 3rd place finish from yesterday.
Yep. RVA ran out of fuel some time ago. Got the car into the pits. Then the hood broke and flew up, breaking the windshield. They came in, got the hood removed, went back out. Then the windshield caved in while we were at break. So they're now behind the wall getting that taken care of.
Yeah, if it came out, that'd be one thing. But coming in, you know, there's a lot of glass flying around there, and that glass dust is a dangerous thing. Flying around in that car.
Sure.
If they had just had to remove the windshield, they could have stayed on pit road. But it looks like it did come into the car, so that's a lot of, like I said, dangerous glass. Of course, it's dangerous, but that glass dust swirling around in the car is not good. Scratch corneas, really mess up your eyes that way.
Yeah, it looks like they've parked the car in the garage. It doesn't look like they're going to take that glass out and head back out.
Well, you know, in a lot of respects, of course, they proved their point yesterday and proved it up until some late misfortune today. So,
now they can't win the race. I mean, they've lost they've lost all of that. So
right.
So we got two of the V8 cars in. The 755 just came in. The 302 just came in as well. Alchemy is actually going back to the paddock right now with their car.
Oh, no.
That's a shame. On board with Arsenic Racing, who just overtook RVA for 5th, as it appears as though RVA has retired their car for the rest of the race.
Control, Bill Strong. Or Bill Strong control.
So up front, right, what we have right now, it's Door Slammers, then the Flying Hawaiians and 2 white guys, then Occupy Pit Lane, Team Like a Boss, Arsenic Racing, RVA Graphics will continue to fall through the standings, Neo Maxi, Tron, Turdmeister, and Glitcheros. That's your top 10.
Showing Tron not circulating right now. Team Like a Boss, same with them.
Oh, Ray's telling us that over on our Facebook feed, to race with no windshield, you have to have a hood. They have neither.
Oh, that's right. That is right.
So they can't go back out with it the way that it is. I didn't know that.
I knew that. I just forgot about it. Yeah, if we remember back at AMP, Troy lost the windshield, but they kept the hood. And then they, of course, found a replacement windshield out of an Xfinity car, I think.
I knew you didn't have to have a windshield, but I wasn't aware that it was contingent on the hood.
Yeah.
So they got the double whammy there.
Yeah, well, if you look at the logic of the rule, you know, if you don't have a windshield and something blows in the engine with no hood, it comes back into the driver's compartment.
Oh, yeah, it would be devastating if you blew a water line or something.
Yeah, exactly. You get, you know, drenched with scalding hot water. So that's a good safety rule in place.
Arsenic Racing coming around 14, 15, 16, 17, back onto the front straight. There's the transition onto the oval.
The 133 is being brought in on the tow hook.
Okay. That's the Formula 33 team. We heard a lot from them yesterday. They had a rough day yesterday and today. And their Pontiac. Tron shown in the pits. That's the 88 Chevy Camaro. Team Like a Boss in the pits, probably getting fuel. That's the sister car to the RVA Graphics and Wraps team. So it's Door Slammers, the Flying Hawaiians, and Occupy Pit Lane. Your top three Occupy Pit Lane and EC car. So that opens the door for Arsenic Racing. They're currently in P4. Excuse me, P3. That puts them in what some might call podium position. Second in A-Class. Your lead D-Class car is Tron. They're currently in the pits. Looking for the lead B-Class car. Looks like it's going to be Door Slammers in the Pontiac Fiero, which is back out turning laps. 172 laps turned so far. This beautiful California weather. Long-awaited race at Auto Club Speedway on the full sports car course this weekend. The Willwood Grand Prix. Willwood disc brake systems. You can head to their website, willwood.com, and peruse the massive collection of products that they have there for your car.
Yep, there's no standardization in the industry there.
A wide variety of products and I believe services as well. They do some custom work as well.
So I just learned that Bill Wood is actually fully retired from that company. I thought he went to work every day.
Well, congratulations, yeah.
Personally, I kind of like retirement.
Me too.
You got a ways to go, Bill.
No, I'm retired. I get a pension.
Oh, well, that's true. Well, a pension's different than retirement, Bill.
Oh, you mean like Social Security? No, I'm not old enough yet. I gotta.
Yeah.
How many? When is that? 67 for me. So I have another 11 years to go. Yay! It's better than my wife, who has to wait till she's like 72. You see yourself having to wait working at your job until you're 70?
Bill, typically I can't see Amy making it that long with you.
I know. Yeah, we laugh about that. She thinks she's the one that's in the best shape and all this stuff, that she's going to be the one that drops dead first.
That's just one of God's cruel senses of humor.
Yes, exactly.
Just proof that he's got a good sense of humor.
Yep. Well, along pit lane is kind of boring right now. Just the 133 sitting here. Team's starting to clean up their paddocks or their pit lanes.
Yep, it's not like there's any threat of rain.
Nope. We do have threat of moon though, as the moon rises from the east.
So yeah, we get to, you've made your last pit stop, so you can get rid of the broom, you can get rid of the dustpan, the fire extinguisher, the easy up, a couple of chairs maybe, get your fuel jugs back.
I'm always in the car, so I never know what they're doing.
That's why I schedule myself at the last stint, or I used to do anyway.
I know. for the most part, I worry about it because when I usually get to the trailer, everything's just piled.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, my guys are getting pretty good at it, though. Most of them know where everything goes now.
Well, it's usually when my son does it. It's like, yeah, we didn't know where to put this stuff. I'm like, dude, you've been in this racing family for how many decades?
Right. Well, and I put pieces of tape with, dustpan here,
Yeah.
Spare nuts and bolts here, radios here. We keep the radios out, of course. But yeah, tables go here, chairs go here, easy up goes here.
I'm standing here next to the infield soft wall, which, as everybody knows, its race isn't really soft. It's they're like 8x8 steel tubes, all bolted together, stacked into a fence or into a wall, and then that has some big foam rubber. The 813 just pitted, has some big, they're probably about 1.5 feet long, 18 inches long, foam rubber sheets that are stacked together to
they're bonded
to help
together.
soften the wall. Yeah, to help soften the wall when somebody hits it. But let me tell you, have you ever touched those? They're not soft.
Well, they're kind of made for 3,700-pound stock cars.
Yeah, traveling at 200 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
So not necessarily for a 200-pound guy.
No.
Traveling at what? What can you do, Bill? 4 miles an hour, maybe?
Not even that. Not even that.
They're
hollow too.
I can joke because I move even slower.
Well, I ran yesterday, and I had to run this morning. Yeah,
you ran?
I had to change. I went up to see what was wrong with the car, and all of a sudden the Uncommon Friends came shooting out of the paddock, and it went right past me, and I had to run after them to, because I was running pit out, but I didn't expect anybody to come flying out of the paddock. These guys take it seriously. If I come walking up slowly to it, they get really mad. At least I have to show some effort at making it eliminate in a good amount of time. All right, somebody else is coming into pit lane here. It's a BMW with no hood.
There's a car off driver's right.
Yeah.
Almost parked on the racetrack.
I was going to say, if he wasn't parked, Arsenic passed him like he was.
Yeah, it's that 45, that 45 SE30 car.
Oh, Marvin the Martian. He was in 15th place.
Big name on the window says Katzenstein.
I think that's a country.
No, that's a guy's last name, I think. Yeah, it sounds kind of like it, yeah.
Arsenic up to third overall right now, with the two EC cars in the top 4. How about that? Mustang and the Miata.
I don't think we've had that happen in a while.
No, they don't usually show very well, and these are the only two EC cars in the field.
Yeah, so it's kind of easy to pick them out. The same participants in B classes we did yesterday. Not the teams. Today it's Tron and Glitch Heroes.
Hey, so the Fiero is going to get black flag, but he stopped on the backside of the course. As soon as safety got to him, he took off. So they're trying to figure out what happened to him. Most likely, their ECU did whatever, and they have to do a reset on it. So most likely that's what happened. But
Control Alt Delete.
Yeah, he's got to. Exactly.
Holly does that occasionally.
He's got to explain that to the pit end guy. Black flag. So where are we at next? We are at VIR, right?
Yep, VIR in 2 weeks on the North Course. And from there we go on to Barber Motorsports Park.
Yeah.
That was a cool sound.
That's the number 45 SE30 car. Normally when you do that, they go bang. Oh, they're looking at the timing. It looks, or I don't know. But there's no load on the car, so. Yeah, I was waiting for it to go bang.
Boy, Door Slammers is really, I'm not going to say they're loafing out there, but they just turned a 228.
Yeah,
What
48 had ECU issues. The 48 Fiero had ECU issues.
Gosh, is it possible this race could be handed over to the old Datsun?
Yeah, Door Slammers shouldn't have a problem with fuel.
It's weird mode, so they have to stop and reset it. Normally they've been able to do it on the track, but I guess he couldn't do it that time.
So I think Door Slammers just taking it easy out there. There's no sense in lifting the car.
Doc, that's like 20 seconds, man. 20.
Yeah.
That's more like a spin and get back on the track kind of thing.
Well, let's see. He did a 228, but his other laps are 209, 208, 209, 208, 209, 208. Seriously, he's been alternating between 208s and 209s. So
right.
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
Well, you got to rest.
Seconds. Yeah, but you don't rest for 20 seconds.
Man, not on a track this size. No way. Maybe if you're at Nürburgring or something.
So yeah, maybe he did spin out there. Although a 208's not stretching that car either.
No.
But you never know. Because like I said, I mean, he just pitted recently, so he doesn't have to worry about fuel at all. Pitted 13 laps ago.
Riding around with these guys, maybe we'll see something. The sun's still coming down in the sky, shining into the cockpit.
Crazier things have happened, haven't they, Paulie?
Indeed. Flying Hawaiians goes by the start-finish line. Now they're just shown that gap is just 207 or 211.
Wow.
I don't know. I got a feeling they're not turning laps out there, man. They might be stuck on the racetrack somewhere.
No, that couldn't happen.
Well, we're coming up on the top of the hour. There's only 30 minutes left. What if they ran out of fuel?
Oh, Door Slammers ran out of fuel. They're being pushed down pit lane by. They got bump started by one of the other teams behind them.
I just said that.
They just pitted.
I just said that. I just said they ran out of fuel, Bill. Weren't you listening?
Well, no. Well, yeah. Well, I turned around because I heard this noise, and the 151 actually gave him a push down pit lane.
The 97 Door Slammers car?
Yep.
They just pitted 11 laps ago. It can't be fuel. Holy smokes, this is insane. This is insane.
Datsun's rule. Datsun's rule.
Not yet. Not yet. Remember, anything can happen.
Holy smokes.
There's our leader right ahead. Oh my gosh. Don't wreck the leader. Whoa. On the outside.
And remember what happened? When was that? The at Laguna Seca, weren't they leading and they ended up breaking a ball joint or something?
Wait a minute. Who's Arsenic looking at the rear bumper of?
That's the leader.
Are we that? Is our delay that large?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I thought our delay was like 10 seconds.
What do you mean delay?
From
what
we're seeing.
No, there they go. Flying Hawaiians just got passed by the 302. They're all by themselves. Nobody around them. Well, no, Arsenic's right in front of them, actually.
Yeah, Arsenic's going to be right in front of them. They're just past them now. So we'll step away for our break, and we'll be back here in just a couple minutes. Stay with us, everybody.
In 1977, Bill Wood set the standard for high-performance brakes. Today, every Willwood product is born from racing technology and is proudly manufactured in the USA. Engineered, designed, rigorously tested to deliver unsurpassed control on and off the track. Whether it's for cruising or absolute performance, Willwood has an application for the ultimate stopping experience. Race-proven, street-ready, drive Willwood.
Our market-leading product is a Novec based. It's a 3M Novec fire suppressant. And what really makes us special is the delivery system. This new 8865 3620 system puts that Novec, two separate systems, puts Novec in the cockpit, Novec in the engine bay in less than a second, immediately engulfing the area with a fire extinguishant. So by flooding the area that quickly, we're able to actually put out fires, save equipment, save our drivers. Obviously, that's the most important part.
Discovery Parts is a veteran-owned racing and safety equipment company located inside Atlanta Motorsports Park in Dawsonville, Georgia. We take pride in being a reseller of the best of the industry to Champ Car teams and drivers. We know racing, love racing, and look forward to tomorrow to even more racing. Visit us at discoveryparts.com.
You know somebody that gets hot?
Cool Shirt's personal cooling systems are designed to keep you cool and safe in hot environments. The football shirt is worn under the shoulder pads for total player comfort. For race car drivers, Cool Shirts offers a driving cooling system for virtually every racing application. The multi-person cooling system is designed to meet the demands of the firefighter in rehab. Cool Shirts offers a variety of designs for anyone who gets hot.
Cool Shirt, the worldwide leader in personal cooling systems. Race your phone and become a winner.
Champ Car Endurance Series is sponsored by RVA Graphics and Wraps, a custom graphics shop that specializes in the design and production of the best quality made-to-order vehicle graphics. And by Lifeline. Lifeline uses the latest technology in motorsport fire suppression and extinguishing and is the leader of in-car fire safety systems using Novec and Triple F foam. and Willwood Disc Brakes. Willwood Engineering is a global leader and manufacturer of high-performance, original equipment disc brake solutions. And Cool Shirt Systems. Cool Shirt's personal cooling systems, vests, and garments offer comfort, safety, mobility, and durability when performance matters. And Maxxis Tires. Maxxis Tires International is committed to delivering high-performance, affordable tires to the world. And Frozen Rotors. Premium cryogenically treated brake pads and brake rotors by Diversified Cryogenics. And OMP Sport, one of the world's leading manufacturers of safety equipment and tuning accessories. And by Racing Radios, the leader in racing communications worldwide, providing quality and affordable communication systems for racers and fans alike. And DiscoveryParts.com, offering the best in auto safety racing apparel. Coming up next for the Champ Car Endurance Series, it's Virginia International Raceway, December 1st and 2nd for an 8 and a 7. From there, it's off to Barber Motorsports Park, December 8th and 9th for an 8 I'm going to leave you muted, Bill. You can put yourself go to
back
in anytime.
www.champcar.org.
Just going to do a welcome back real quick. All right, welcome back, everyone, to the Willwood Grand Prix here, Fontana, California.
It's
Auto Club
crazy
Speedway.
here.
And what is happening in this race? Like all of a sudden, it's like everything has just come undone. And what is going on with door slammers, Bill? Are they really taking fuel?
Well, they're out of here now. It's like they had to fix something and they're gone again. They didn't take fuel.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
It couldn't have been fuel.
Okay,
Nope.
so
They
they're
fixed
back
it
on the
and we're back
racetrack.
on. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't fuel because they had just stopped 11 laps. And certainly, even if you screwed up fueling, you'd notice that you were considerably short.
So now they're
Crazy.
down 2 laps, 3 laps, or whatever from a 1977 Datsun 280Z who's leading this race.
Yeah. And he's got, 22 minutes to make it up.
Oh.
Now, we've seen that car turn some incredible lap times.
Yeah. Yeah,
Not
they were.
3 laps incredible.
This is going to be really hard
Yeah.
to overcome that.
I don't see 3 laps worth.
They need a little more time than that to get it done.
Yeah.
Maybe more like 45 minutes or an hour or something,
They
of
need,
clipping
like,
off
designer
5 seconds at a time. Yeah, I don't. Something's going to have to happen even
That's
more dramatic than what
crazy,
we've seen.
though.
It was RVA graphics and wraps, and now it's door slammers. I mean, I don't know. That being at the front of this field is kind of like a bad omen. There's just seems like people running into trouble, but Flying Hawaiians has just been so tough this weekend.
Yeah.
They were up at the front of this pack yesterday and ran into a problem with that stuck throttle. And today, once again, they've had their nose in the top 5 all day long.
All day long, yep.
And they find themselves leading the race again.
Well, I mean, we can go back to our predictions, that we did, Paulie, at the beginning of yesterday. Is that, much like
Well, the Occupy Pit Racing guys just came down the front straightaway here, and he was surrounded by a whole clacker of cars. And when he was like trying to stay out of the way of everybody. He made it through. Not through, they made it around him, let's just say.
So what were your thoughts there, Doc?
Well, just like we mentioned yesterday, that the Flying Hawaiians and 2 white guys, they consistently run up front and get great finishes almost every race. Much like Rotopalooza. Now, Rotopalooza didn't have that kind of luck this weekend.
Right.
Well, the funny thing is, Door Slammers is still being shown in pit lane, but I don't see them. They must have gone out into the paddock.
Well, they've got to come around and go across the loop out on the racetrack to get rid of that.
It's been a while since before we went to commercial. I turned around and I was doing something else. I look up and they're gone. So I thought they got back on track, but I haven't seen them. So they must be behind the paddock, and I don't see anybody in their pit lane either.
Right, because now I'm just seeing that that makes sense, Bill, because now Team Like a Boss has passed them.
As well, yep.
So that makes sense. They might be behind the wall.
And the Flying Hawaiians, when they came down here, he was short shifting, and he's just skedaddling down the front straightaway here and not scooting it.
Well, now remember, Flying Hawaiians, they stopped quite some time ago. They were in the same shape as RVA Graphics. They had to make it dang near 2 hours on fuel. They stopped.
Yeah, so remember, they also have 3 Deuces on that car. So 3 DCOE Webers. So it's not like they have top-of-the-line fuel injection. They've got old-school carburation, so it's not going to be as efficient.
Yeah, but it looks so cool.
And it sounds so good.
Yes, it sounds so good.
So there they are.
That's great. Looking and sounding great is great for car shows, but for an endurance race, we'll see how that works out today.
Well, they seem to do just fine with that setup.
Oh, yeah.
It looks to be working out for them. They certainly they seem to be winning the endurance side of things. Now, let's see how it works out. They still got 20 minutes, yeah.
So, yeah, I would guess 97 just slid down to 5th, so I'd guess they're back in the paddock.
Arsenic Racing now moves up into 4th spot, overtaking Door Slammers. That's going to put them in the top 2.
Yep.
Because your EC cars will be pulled out. And so that's going to give them, they're the leading A-class car.
Whoa, that might be the Tron Camaro. How many times have we had Camaros up here? We had one at the at Sonoma, that old showroom stock car.
Yeah, Tron's down in 8th place right now.
Yep,
but they are leading. They're leading D-class.
Yeah,
so they will be in Park for May. They will be an impound.
Yeah, and that puts them in 6th, too, because of the
2 EC cars.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And you're going to have Door Slammers, if they're continuing to fall down, they may overtake them in laps. Let's see how far down, 2, 3, 4 laps over Door Slammers, so they may move up yet another spot before this is over.
20 minutes to go, so yeah.
They've got enough time. That's 10 laps roughly. So Arsenic Racing finds themselves in P2 and in threat for winning this race as well. If anything happens to Flying Hawaiians, Arsenic Racing could take the win.
You know, some of these people will never speak to us again, Paulie, if something does happen.
Hey, this is what we do, baby. We make it rain all day long.
We've made our pact with the devil for exciting finishes.
This is what we do, baby.
The kiss of death.
You got it.
There goes the 755.
You know, Paulie, if we play our cards right, one of these days that's just going to get Bill punched out on pit road.
I know you've been waiting for that.
That's a skill thing. We just haven't gotten it figured out yet, Bill. But Doc, we're going to keep working on that.
Door Slammers just dropped to 5th.
Flying Hawaiians a 2:13 that last time through. So it looks like they're sticking to a plan.
And the RVA guys are packing up.
I mean, if Flying Hawaiians is even remotely worried about finishing the race, they should back way down.
Right, but they've got a good handle on it.
Yeah, I mean,
I think they're comfortable.
182. Arsenic's
There's a
on
216.
179.
There they gave another 3 seconds away.
Yeah, so, I mean, who cares about the EC cars behind you?
Yeah, he's just cruising down the front straightaway here. He is not laying into it like he was earlier today.
Yeah, I mean, he pitted 44 laps ago, which is a considerable amount of time.
I mean, as a team owner, Doc, do you have the chance of winning a big race? I mean, do you take that chance, even though you're pretty certain you might not make it, but you never know?
Oh, man, I back it way down.
Yeah, no, that's what we would do, and we've done it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, it'd be nice to cross truly first, but EC cars aren't playing by our rules.
Nope. Still would be cool to beat them all, though.
Yeah, certainly. But, yeah, 82 pitted, and I don't know if this is pit in, pit out, in the middle of their pits. They pitted at 2:35, so they have to go an hour and 55 minutes on a track that you know, I would imagine eats up a fair amount of fuel.
Yes, I think that caught a lot of teams off from my talking to people this morning. Was they weren't expecting to use as much fuel as they have. Remember, a lot of these guys have raced here before, but only on the center part of the track, not the oval.
Right.
So they had no clue what the oval was going to do, but that's a lot of wide open time. I mean, I was in 8th gear as soon as I hit the start finish line in the Nissan. So
like I said, he's got 15 minutes to go in a 3-lap lead.
Right.
You know, if I was worried at all, and I would be,
yeah,
I'd be backing it way down.
I'm pretty certain that most of the cars are switching to top gear right before they hit turn 1. So, yeah, here comes 82. He's quiet as can be.
Yeah.
It's like he's just cruising, car smooth.
I mean, he's already giving up a lot of times, but
214.
Sometime, yeah.
It sounds like he's doing the same thing every lap. But guys, here's the funny thing about slowing down: is it slows off your rhythm.
Yeah,
yes,
it messes up your rhythm, and that's something you have to really be careful of. You got a tired driver at the end of the race. He's in the lead, and he's trying to slow down and change his rhythm. Yeah. There's a little bit of risk that comes with that. You know, some guys, they don't want to slow down at all. They just want to keep going. Because they only know 2 speeds.
Slow down.
They're like Bill Strong. They only know 2 speeds. Stop and go.
Into the wall or into the paddock.
Checkers to wreckers, baby. Yep. There's only 1 gear and it's faster.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out here in a couple of weeks.
So RVA has dropped down into 13th. Door Slammers down to 6th. They're going to continue to fall.
Yeah, the RVA guys have packed up their paddock. I don't think they're bringing that car back out.
Nah. They'd be crazy, too. It'd be a hazard.
12 minutes roughly remaining in the race.
Like Ray pointed out, they can't bring the car
They
back.
can't unless they fashion a hood real quick, right?
The sun has set behind the stands. We've got all kinds of shade across the pit lane here.
I guess they could beat the hood back down, but what's the point? I mean, they'd
have, if you looked at it, they'd have to rebuild the all the hood pins and stuff. And
right, exactly. And the judging by the fact that you've got those safety hooks on the back, you know they were bent to hell.
Plus, they have to go through the customs agents at the California border, so they have to take all that hardware back. So it's just easier to get through with just one.
Right. Because you got to get your emission sticker. You got to go through the whole check.
Yeah. You know. Wow. 82 has really slowed down. Like really slowed down a lot. He may be only doing about 70 miles an hour.
Yeah, he just
maybe 80.
18.
Yeah, because the Mustang has really caught up to him. The like a boss.
Yeah.
So out in the lead right now, about a lap over the Occupy Pit Mazda Miata, is the Flying Hawaiians. Then it's Occupy Pit, Team Like a Boss, Arsenic Racing, Neo Maxi. Then it's Door Slammers, Turdmeister, Tron, Glitch Heroes, and Blown My Wad in 10th.
And Occupy is now 36 seconds behind our leader. But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, yep.
Nope, because our Arsenic Racing is the next closest car, and that's a four laps back, right?
Yep, 4 laps back now. I think they make up a lap just by virtue of their relationship to each other.
10 minutes now remaining. Sorry, Doc.
Yeah,
10 minutes down remaining. So about 5 laps remain in the race. And it was not to be for RVA Graphics and Wraps. A tough day for those guys. They did get the car back up to the front, but found themselves with a litany of problems at the end of the race, running out of fuel. The hood broke, smashing the windshield. Then the windshield came in on the car. and they've retired that car.
Like enough is enough.
Okay, the 755 Chevrolet Camaro just caught up to the door slammers. They're same lap now.
Yep, 20 seconds back.
Yep, a 2:18 that time through for Flying Hawaiians.
Of course, he's gonna get that.
And that does.
Seen door slammers back out on the track, so.
Oh yeah, the Mustang just passed the Flying Hawaiians. He is cutting every corner he can. He is staying low on the track, trying to make that distance as best as short as he can going around the track.
Well,
now,
I don't think he's going to catch him.
I don't know. He was going a little faster that time.
Yeah, 159 to 219, but he's
219. Yep. And the 333 just goes by. Where is he at? Yep.
Occupy's only 20 seconds behind, so he's likely to catch him. He's running a 204, but again, who cares?
Yep.
The laps are continuing to count down now. Just about 8 minutes left in the race.
I'm going to get excited when the Camaro passes door slammers. That's going to put him on the podium. Not just as a class winner, but on the podium. Right?
20 seconds away.
Well, you've got Flying Hawaiians in first. That's C class. Arsenic in fourth. That's A class. Neo Maxi Zoomed Reborns are in fifth place. That's C class. Turdmeister is a C class car in sixth.
Well, Flying Hawaiians is a C class car. But yeah, you're going to have D class
at the beginning. Yeah.
Right. So you've got. You're right. Yeah, absolutely. What you said. Arsenic Racing back onto the front straightaway. Just a few laps remaining in this race. About a 20-second gap from the leader to occupy pit lane. He's an EC car.
There goes 755, the Tron 88 Chevrolet Camaro, sorry, in seventh place. Just move past the door slammers.
I imagine door slammer is going to finally end up in 10th place car. He's got Glitch Heroes and Blown My Wad right behind him. A lap down to each other and him, but
just under 7 minutes. Yep.
The sun's really low on the horizon.
Yeah, the 333 is within sight of the Flying Hawaiians.
Yeah, he's like 5 seconds behind.
Yeah, it's closer than that as they go into turn one. That's the speed differential there.
Yeah, he's turning a 204, whereas Flying Hawaiians is backing off to a 219.
Yep, just taking it easy.
Yeah.
Trying to get it to the end. Loafing it, yep.
I'd be loafing too.
Maximum of 3 laps remain in the race. Flying Hawaiians comfortably in the lead, but it isn't over yet. On board with Arsenic Racing, effectively in second place of this race, leading A class.
Arsenic is going to actually be a B class car because it's got a turbo in it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're talking about that now.
Are you talking about which Arsenic Racing?
Yeah, this is really.
Which car is that has a turbo, guys? Can you let me know real quick?
I thought they were
no,
occupied.
Sorry, we're talking about 9.7, the door slammers.
Okay, yeah.
That car is being moved to B. For some reason, it's showing up in A because it's turbocharged.
Right. Okay. So, same situation for Arsenic yesterday, on the chase, trying to get the lead, trying to get the win. They're driving faster lap times. It looks like they're going to come up short again today. 4 minutes and 30 seconds roughly in the race. Not an official time.
Pretty dang close, though.
Yeah, just a couple
here
laps
comes our
left.
leader down the front. I know there's a little lag here, but the car's very quiet as he goes through this.
4:22 left in the race.
Yeah, he was really quiet as he went down the front straightaway.
Turned in a 2:04 that time through. Whoops.
No, 2:20
Actually,
for the Flying
2:20.
Hawaiians.
Yeah, you let the Occupy go by.
Yep. Smart move.
Yep.
And it's so rare that we have an EC class car come in over the line first. I don't think they show them.
2 to go.
Do they show him?
2 laps to go.
Yeah, I think they do. I asked somebody about that, Dana about that, and he said that he believes they will show them the checker
Yeah.
first.
It
That
just
wasn't
happens so
recently.
rarely.
That was, yeah, I just asked him about it
Yeah.
a couple months back. So crews are going to be invited to come out to the wall for that final lap.
I imagine it's a lot easier to explain that the 330 car or 333 car is the leader, you know, for the corner workers out there, because you can't go through and explain, well, it's an EC car, so really it's not, you know.
Yeah, they were just explaining that over the radio. They're going to checker the 333.
Right.
He is an EC car. There goes the 755. Still working out there.
Maybe he'll wave the checkered flag more vigorously for Flying Hawaiians, right?
That would be kind of cool.
Now they play it even. They wave it like that for everybody. There goes the 333.
It's a joke.
I
One
thought
to
it
go.
was funny.
This is last lap of the race, guys. Last lap.
Andrew Sides just joined us on Facebook for the last lap. Great timing. But you missed all the fun part.
So it's come down to this, the last lap of the race, and it's the Flying Hawaiians in the lead with Arsenic Racing in P2, right behind them.
That's what I said when I got this job, so it's come to this.
Arsenic Racing not giving up. Still full on in that race car. Waiting for that leader to come around and take the checkered flag. Just moments away. And it will be a well-deserved win for the Flying Hawaiians as they come by. These guys have been fighting hard all weekend long. You can see the crews are out at the wall.
You know, it took an odd set of circumstances to put them in first, but who cares, right?
Absolutely. They have endured this thing.
Yeah.
Still giving the one to go is the tower, as you can see in your view there. And there it is. The checkered flag goes into the air. Checkered flag waves for the Flying Hawaiians, and two white dudes win the race here. It is the winner of the Willwood Grand Prix in a 1977 Datsun 280Z.
It's like 40 years ago.
Somehow they brought a vintage car out here and won this endurance race against all of these other competitors. Simply amazing.
Well, I mean, you know, in all fairness, Paulie, it's not like the other cars out there just came out of the showroom.
No, they're just like 20 years younger. So there you have it. Occupy pit lane taking the checkered flag first, but it is the Flying Hawaiians and two white guys that take the win out here at Auto Club Speedway.
I hear the story of their name. I'm not sure if I've ever heard of that team's story behind their name.
I think we did talk to them once about that once.
Back ago.
It was a long time ago, yeah.
Like Sonoma or something.
So I called the name wrong. It's the Flying Hawaiians and two white guys taking the win at the Willwood Grand Prix at Auto Club Speedway here on day 2 of this 7-hour race.
You called it pretty early, too, because they hadn't even crossed the line.
No, I watched them do it.
Oh, I thought that was through the 333.
No, the 333 did, but Flying Hawaiians just passed the finish line. About maybe 30 seconds after you called it.
Oh, well, leave it to me.
They were going really slow.
Hey, Willwood Brakes gets 10th place.
The camera's like 900 feet away from the racetrack. I really couldn't see very well. I guess that'll be my excuse.
That's fine by me.
I'll use whatever I can use.
Yeah.
So it's Occupy Pit Lane, the Flying Hawaiians, Team Like a Boss. They had a good race today. Came in third finally with that Boss Mustang. Arsenic Racing. Neo Maxi Zoom Dweebies in 5th. Turdmeister Racing Group, the 951 car, takes 6th.
Hey, they made it up to 5th in that last 15 minutes of the race.
Tron finishes 7th. Glitch Heroes 8th. Blown My Wad in 9th. And look at this, P10. It's Team Willwood. Congratulations. and look what we didn't. And look who snuck in that nobody noticed. Team Willwood finishes 10th. It only would have been better if Bill would have said it too.
He's not listening to us.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm trying to take pictures.
Neither's anybody
else.
else.
Do my other job. Well, thanks, guys. You guys did awesome.
All right.
I'm going to go do the interviews, and we will be back a couple of weeks.
Yep, Fred Wolf joining us over there on our YouTube channel. Hey, Fred. Thanks for checking in with us. Looking forward to Nelson Ledges in 2019. That's going to be a lot of fun. Bill offered to let me drive his Opel, I guess, or Nelson Ledges, and then he said, yeah, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, probably not. That's way too quick a track for that car. Not that any track is.
Don't be challenging me there, old guy.
Remember, he's going to put an LS in it, so.
That's right. Probably turbo it, maybe a supercharger.
Arsenic Racing taking 2nd place, so they're going to be brought into impound here too. Those guys did a great job this weekend. They really did.
Pace is about the same yesterday. We did 189 laps for the winner yesterday, 190 today.
Hey, guess who ran out of fuel?
Probably a lot of people. I don't know.
Arsenic?
No, come on. Guess who ran out of fuel?
Flying Hawaiians.
Flying Hawaiians.
Yes, sir. Flying Hawaiians being pushed down pit lane. Completely ran out of fuel as they came to a stop.
I knew
I love
it.
I love it. Too perfect. So not only do they take the win, but they manage the fuel right to the end. That's awesome.
And you know what? You know what my team would do to me if we ever did that? You know, ran out of fuel, finished great. They probably wouldn't record the amount of fuel they put in. So we'll never know.
We'll never know what it was. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thanks. Way to think ahead.
So A-Class looks like it's going to go to Arsenic Racing for the win. Willwood comes in 2nd. Door Slammers 3rd. B-Class, it's Door Slammers and the Fiero. Roto Pluker, Team Tango. Whoops. To C-Class, it's the Flying Hawaiians. Neo Maxi, Zoom Dweebies, and Turdmeister in 3rd. And they're not going to be an award for EC since there's not at least 5 cars there. But for D-Class, it's Tron in the 88 Chevy Camaro, Glitch Heroes, and Bandits takes third.
Well, I mean, it's still pretty impressive that the EC cars finished first and third. You just don't see that often.
It really is.
I mean, a first place finish is rare enough, but another one in third place is even rarer.
Wow, the 755.
Yeah.
The 755 sounds like it's running on like 2 cylinders as he comes down.
Well, he's got 2 cylinders to spare.
Yeah.
It sounds really rough.
That just makes him a 6-cylinder.
That's the Tron Camaro.
Actually, it sounds like a 6-cylinder. Hear it?
He could beat you with 2 spark plug wires tied behind his back.
Probably.
He's not worried about it a bit.
Yeah. They made it. That car's rough looking, but man, it finished. It finished good. All right. I'm going to say goodbye, folks. I will do some interviews.
Thanks, Bill.
And I got to head to LAX. And we'll have all up there. Thank you, Paulie and Doc. You guys
Thanks,
did
Bill.
awesome today. And we'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, Bill. Thanks, Bill.
Great race.
I think we've done enough damage for one weekend. Doc, what do you think?
I think so.
Should probably call it.
I'm a little bit peckish. I could stand a bite to eat.
Yeah, me too. I think we could all stand for a break. So we're going to do just that. It's been a great weekend, though. It's been a lot of fun.
Incredible race. Crazy finishes here on
Unbelievable
Sunday.
Race. Hey, we're all looking forward to your race recap report.
Oh, gosh.
So
I just hope I can get it done before I leave out of town.
Well, whenever it gets done, it's gonna be a lot of fun to read. So we appreciate you doing that. So thank you for that, Bill. Thank you for your contribution this weekend, for all your hard work, and to all the Champ Car staff. It's been a lot of fun. So from here, we take a week off. We're back at the beginning of December. We'll be at Virginia International Raceway on the North Course. So we'll be broadcasting that race too. So we'll see you then. So for Bill Strong, for Doc Waldrop, I'm Paul Veltum. We'll see you next time, folks. Take it easy.
Bye.
Yeah.